The fact that 70% of veterans are not familiar with their VA loan benefits shocked me. And the video I recently did got so much traction that I wanted to come back and do a deeper dive so you can learn even more. Thank you so much for all the love and comments. I have a deep respect for our military, and I want to make sure that all of your questions get answered. First, let's talk about PMI. PMI stands for Private Mortgage Insurance. If you do not put at least 20% down on your house, oftentimes you're charged PMI every single month. This can add up to hundreds of dollars per month, and oftentimes it doesn't go away until you refinance your property. That's thousands of dollars per year potentially, and that adds up. The good news with VA loans is you're not charged PMI. Now, depending upon your VA eligibility, you may be charged a funding fee when you buy a house. It's collected at closing, and it's kind of like a PMI upfront. But that one-time fee is still way less than a monthly PMI that adds up year after year. According to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, the VA funding fee is a one-time payment that the veteran, service member, or survivor pays on a VA-backed loan or VA direct loan. This fee helps lower the cost of the loan for U.S. taxpayers, since the VA loan program doesn't require down payments or private mortgage insurance. The website also has a list of the veterans who may be exempt from the funding fee, such as receiving VA compensation for service-related disability, you've received the Purple Heart, or you're receiving DIC compensation as a surviving spouse, just to name a few. If you've already purchased a home with a VA loan and then one of those items from the list occurs, you actually might be entitled to a refund of your funding fee. To find out, contact the VA Regional Loan Center. With funding fees, you can either bring that money on closing day, or you also have the option sometimes to wrap it into your loan if you don't have cash up front. Another hot topic from my last video was whether or not you should actually put money down if you can, because VA loans come with a 0% down payment. If you decide to put money down, just know that it can lower your monthly payment. But to make a very large dent, you'd have to put a large sum of money down. For example, if you're doing a loan for $300,000, a zero down payment would have your mortgage at about $19.95 per month before property taxes, insurance, and HOA. If you were to take that same loan and instead put $30,000 down, it would lower your monthly mortgage payment to $17.96, or equal about $199 per month in premium savings. You just have to ask yourself, would you prefer to have those savings every month, which over time will compound when you factor in interest over a 30-year loan, or would you rather have that money on hand in case of an emergency? My rule of thumb? If you don't have a 6-month emergency fund, it's going to be a good time to talk to your lender or perhaps a financial advisor to see what the best use is for your funds. As you explore VA loans, another benefit is lower interest rates. VA loans are backed by the federal government, so one of the bonuses of that is that they're able to offer you lower interest rates. At the time of this filming, a 30-year conventional loan had an interest rate of 6.97%. A 30-year VA loan was 6.55%. An article from Veteran United says the Department of Veteran Affairs, VA, doesn't set interest rates. Your lender determines the rate on your VA loan based on your unique financial situation. Remember, it's okay to shop rates with various lenders. Just make sure you do it around the same time, because if you have multiple credit pulls over several months, it can hurt your credit score. And much like interest rates, lenders have a little bit more wiggle room with VA loans and the minimum credit scores required. Your best bet for any loan is always to have the best credit score possible. That, hands down, is going to give you the best interest rate. But because of the VA guarantee, you'll have an easier time qualifying for a loan even if your credit isn't perfect. Here's what the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs had to say about the VA loan guarantee. A VA home loan guarantee means that a purchaser obtains a loan through a private lender, such as a bank, a credit union, or a mortgage company. VA then works with the lender to guarantee the loan. If the homeowner defaults on the loan, VA will pay the debt to the lender. A VA home loan guarantee offers less risk for a lender, making eligible veterans more attractive buyers. There are so many huge benefits to VA loans for veterans. And I believe so strongly in home ownership that I love seeing programs to allow the people who've served our country have an easier time getting into a home. If you still have questions, I would be honored to help. Drop a comment below and I'll answer you personally. And if needed, I'll even connect you to a VA lender who can help you. These are some of the deeper, more nuanced things about VA loans, but if you've missed out on the basics, check out what 70% of veterans don't know. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.